I'm 78 years old. I woke up this morning before the sun, the way I often do now, and for a moment I didn't remember where I was. Then it came back. The quiet, the empty side of the bed, the sound of my own breathing, a little heavier than it used to be. That's when it hit me again. The same thought that's been following me for years now. I learned too late. I'm not telling this because I think it makes me wise. I'm telling it because I don't have much time left to pretend I don't know the truth. When you reach this age, pretending gets tiring. It also feels pointless. Most of the people I would have wanted to explain myself to are gone. So I'm saying it here, to whoever is listening, because maybe someone else still has time. These days, my world is small. I make tea in the morning. I sit by the window. I watch people walk past with places to be. Sometimes I recognize the look on their faces. Focused, preoccupied, certain there will be time later. I used to wear that same look.
I don't think I ever meant to live this way. I didn't wake up one day and decide to trade my life for routine. It happened slowly, quietly, almost politely. That's the part no one warns you about. The damage doesn't announce itself. It accumulates while you're busy being responsible. When I was younger, in my 20s, I thought I was doing everything right. I had a job that paid the bills. It wasn't glamorous, but it was steady. That mattered to me. I grew up watching my parents worry about money, and I promised myself I wouldn't live like that. So I worked. I showed up early. I stayed late. People noticed. They trusted me. That felt good. I told myself I was building something, a future, security, a life that would eventually slow down enough for me to enjoy it. That was always the deal I made with myself. Just not now. Later. I got married young. She was patient, kinder than I deserved, if I'm honest. In the beginning, we talked about everything. Long conversations at the kitchen table, laughing about nothing, dreaming out loud. I remember thinking, without really saying it, that this was the part of life you settle into once everything else is handled. Then work started to take up more space. Not all at once, just an extra hour here, a missed dinner there. I'd come home tired, head full of numbers and problems that didn't really belong to me, and I'd say, "Can we talk tomorrow?" Tomorrow became a habit. I don't think I ever realized how many tomorrows I was spending. We had children. I was proud of that. I provided. I made sure there was food, clothes, school supplies. I measured my worth in what I could give materially. It never occurred to me that what they needed most wasn't something I could earn overtime pay for. I missed small things first. A school play because of a deadline, a birthday dinner rescheduled. I told myself it was temporary, necessary. I was doing it for them after all. That's what I said when the guilt crept in. That's what I believed. The house slowly changed without me noticing. Conversations became shorter, more practical, less curious. My wife stopped waiting up for me, not out of anger, out of adjustment. You can adapt to almost anything if you do it slowly enough. There were moments when I sensed something slipping. A look on her face when I reached for my briefcase instead of her hand. A pause before she answered me. I noticed them, but I didn't stop. I assumed those things could be addressed later when things calmed down. They didn't calm down. They never do on their own. Years passed that way, decades really. The children grew. I knew their schedules better than their thoughts. I could tell you where they were supposed to be at any given hour, but I couldn't tell you what they were afraid of. I told myself that was normal. Kids grow up, Father's work, life moves on. I was promoted. I was respected. People asked for my advice. I liked that. It made the sacrifices feel justified. I didn't question whether the trade was fair. I assumed it was. That's what everyone else seemed to be doing. The cost didn't come all at once. It never does. It showed up in quiet ways. Fewer shared jokes, longer silences at dinner, the way my wife stopped telling me about her day unless I asked, and I rarely did because I was tired. I remember one evening very clearly. I came home late again. She was sitting at the table, a cup of tea gone cold in front of her. She said she felt lonely, not abandoned, not angry, lonely. I told her things would ease up soon. I meant it. I always meant it. That conversation should have changed me. It didn't. It scared me for a few days, then life continued. That's another hard truth. Fear fades faster than consequences. The children eventually moved out. We became two people sharing a space filled with old routines. We were polite, familiar, not close. I told myself this was what long marriages looked like. Quiet, stable. I didn't want to admit that we'd lost something we never went looking for again. Then she got sick. It wasn't dramatic at first, just tiredness, appointments, tests. I still went to work. I told myself there would be time after the doctors figured it out, but time didn't wait. When she died, the house felt enormous. Every room echoed with things we never said. I remember standing in the bedroom afterward, holding one of her sweaters and realizing I didn't know when we'd last had a real conversation, not about logistics, about us. That was the moment clarity arrived, not as wisdom, as weight. There are things you can't fix once they're gone. No apology travels backward. No understanding retroactively fills empty years. You don't get to rewrite the tone of your life after the fact. After the funeral, people told me I was strong, that I'd been a good provider. They meant well. I nodded. I thanked them. Inside, I felt like a stranger in my own story. The children call. They visit when they can. They have their own lives now. I don't blame them for the distance. I taught them, without meaning to, that presence is optional. That duty comes first. They learned well. Some nights I sit alone and think about all the moments I postponed, the conversations I delayed, the affection I assumed would always be available. I wasn't cruel. I wasn't careless. I was patient with the wrong things. That's what I learned too late. Life doesn't punish you for being busy. It just moves on without you. If you're listening to this and you're younger than I am, I won't tell you what to do. I don't believe in that. I'll just tell you what I wish I'd understood. The important parts of life don't wait for the convenient moment. They show up while you're distracted. People don't need you at your most successful. They need you when you're present, when you're listening, when you're willing to be interrupted. I thought love was something that could be set aside temporarily. I thought connection was durable enough to survive neglect. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. You don't know which until it's too late to matter. I don't regret working hard. I regret believing that was all there was to do. I regret assuming there would always be time to make things right. Time is generous at first, then it's gone. Now, at 78, my days are quiet. I tend to a small garden. I read the same books more than once. I speak out loud sometimes just to hear a voice. I'm not miserable, but I am aware, painfully aware. If this means something to you, sit with it for a while. You don't need to change your life overnight. Just notice what you're postponing. Notice who you're assuming will wait. I'm not afraid of dying anymore. I'm afraid of having lived without fully showing up. That fear doesn't leave. You just learn to live beside it. I don't have a grand ending for this, just this truth. When the days get short, you don't wish you'd worked more. You wish you'd been there. And once you learn that, there's no going back. That's all I have to say.
If this story stayed with you, you're not alone. There are more memories I haven't spoken yet, moments I'm still trying to understand. This story continues. If you want to hear the rest, subscribe if you're willing to listen, and share your thoughts in the comments if any part of this felt familiar to you.